Direct Express, and your Social Security check. Do you need to worry about it? That's a great question and exactly what I want to focus on for you right here in the video. So let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to focus on a question that I recently received down below in the comment section from somebody right here in the community who reached out and said, I have a Direct Express card. This is where my monthly benefits are deposited each and every month. Are they safe with everything going on right now, especially with all of the bank failures that we've been hearing about recently and a lot of people coming out suggesting there are a lot more to come? That's a really good question and what I want to focus on here for you in this video, because I do know that a lot of you here in the community have a Direct Express card and that's where your monthly benefits are going. Therefore, we want to know, are these benefits safe and is your money safe at the end of the day? Which, by the way, yes, this does also include retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and of course SSI beneficiaries or any beneficiary who has a Direct Express card. Great question. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate your support. If you have not done so yet, please make sure to hit that big old button right down below the video, the subscribe button. Make sure to stay tuned as things are changing very rapidly right now. I'm here for you every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can. That's my dedication, my commitment, and my promise to you and everybody here in the community. There's a lot of things that are changing. It's a busy and confusing time, and I want to point out anything right now that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, or anything showing up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and also feel free to share this video with your friends, family, social media, so again, they can also stay informed of what's going on, and again, any burning questions out there right now. All right, thank you so much. Truly do appreciate it. Let's get into it and talk about Direct Express. This is very common out there, as in a lot of people have Direct Express. This is where benefits are loaded onto each and every month. Therefore, we want to know, are these benefits safe and is my money safe? That is most important right now, right? So this has been a pretty interesting year. We've already seen a number of big bank failures, and we've seen some high-profile people coming out saying, this is just the start. We're going to see a massive run on regional banks out there and a lot of these small guys that are going to be hurt by this, okay? Therefore, we want to know, where does Direct Express stand with all this and what is going on here with these benefits? And once the money arrives in the account and right there on your Direct Express card, is it something you need to be worried about, right? Again, great question. And again, I've seen other people ask this as well. All right, so let's quickly talk about these Direct Express cards, what the money is all about here, and any protections out there on all of this. So maybe you've heard me talk about this before, which is FDIC, okay? This is basically coverage that banks have. If you have a bank and they do not have FDIC insurance, if they are not an FDIC member, you probably want to take a run for it, okay? You probably don't want to bank there, just saying, okay? Because this is your protection. In the event of any type of failure of the bank, as in if the bank says, hey, deposits are being withdrawn and we simply don't have the money anymore, we're going belly up. If that's the case, then FDIC comes in and they insure the depositors, okay? So basically what they do is FDIC offers $250,000 of insurance per account, okay? So if you have anything under $250,000, as in $250,000, I'm not really sure who has that much, but there's probably some people out there. But anybody that has under that amount, if something happens and the bank fails, FDIC insures those deposits, as in you're good, okay? As in nothing to worry about. They would bail this out. Now again, not suggesting this is going to happen with Direct Express or the bank that holds all the money for Direct Express. Not saying that's going to happen. I'm just simply saying they are FDIC insured, okay? Let me explain a little bit further. So Direct Express is essentially like the name of the card. However, the bank that oversees all of this is Comerica, Comerica, okay? Feel free to look it up if you'd like to. That is the kind of the bank under the Direct Express umbrella, okay? They are FDIC insured. I looked it up because I wanted to know. I want to know all the details about them. I looked into them and I did all the research on it. They are FDIC insured, okay? So this is the bank that holds all the stuff. The Direct Express is the card that is issued to beneficiaries, okay? So essentially what Direct Express is, it's basically like a prepaid debit card that gets reloaded every month, okay? So like you've seen these prepaid debit cards before, it's kind of like a gift card. Obviously, I don't need to explain all the details about this. If you have a Direct Express card, you know exactly how it works. You know all the details, but I guess let me explain really quickly. It's kind of like a gift card. It's like a prepaid debit card. That's literally what it is, okay? So every month when benefits go onto it, it's just reloading the debit card, and then you can just go out and spend that money as you see fit for yourself. You can also get cash advances out of the card, okay? Now, they're probably, something you may want to look at your own personal situation to see if that is something you may or may not want to do. Just saying that is the ability out there as well. So, long story short, do you need to worry about your deposits going into Direct Express if you have one of these cards? The simple answer would be no, you don't really need to worry about it. It's just going to be like any other bank out there that you have, any other bank out there that is FDIC insured. It's literally going to be the exact same thing, okay? So the bank where your money is deposited into, the money goes there, and they probably issue a debit card, and the debit card is yours, like your own little, way that you can spend the money. When you go to a store, you simply swipe your card. Obviously, that whole process, same thing applies. It's the kind of the same thing with any other bank out there as it would be with Direct Express, okay? FDIC is what you want to look for. Now, that is with banks. If you want to look at things like a credit union, then you want to look for NCUA. That is their protections when it comes to credit unions, okay? I know that some of you here bank there as well, these types of products. Either way, you want to make sure that they have some kind of protection. And again, it's up to $250,000 of protection in the event something happens. Now remember, earlier this year, as in 2023, there were some major bank failures, okay? What happened then is some of the depositors had well over the $250,000 threshold from FDI insurance, right? So they had millions of dollars in some of these accounts. Technically, according to the FDIC insurance rules and basically the coverages there, they basically should have, well, I shouldn't say should have, because I don't want to sit here and say, oh, they should have lost all their money, because nobody should lose money, right? That's a really sad situation. What I'm saying is, technically, that money was not insured, anything over 250 grand. However, guess what? They got bailed out. They got the money anyway, okay? So even though they say we only insure up to 250, well, we saw an example earlier that it was actually well more than that. Millions of dollars, right? Tens of millions in some cases, okay? So they all got that money. Nobody lost anything, I guess, for the most part, right? But again, we'll have to see what happens here. But for those of you that are asking, and if you're concerned about your Direct Express and if this money is safe and stuff like that, you're pretty much good, okay? Now, here's another thing I want to point out really quickly. This acts as a debit card. In other words, you have an account number, you have a PIN number on that card. Probably every time you use it, you're probably asked to enter in your PIN number, right? Remember this much as well. If for some reason somebody were to get your card and somebody were to get your PIN number, technically, just like anything else out there, they could possibly use your card, pretend to be you, and then get that money, right? Now, again, this would not be legal unless it was like authorized by you, like you gave your card to, a friend or your kid or something like that and said, here, go use it, buy these couple things, and, here's my PIN number. If you did that, then obviously that would be, authorized, something like that. But if somebody wrongly got your card number, wrongly got your PIN number, and used your money without your consent, things like that, then obviously that's not okay. In that sense, I would call them immediately, have a conversation with them, and they should be able to reverse those charges and make sure that your money is protected. Now, again, I can't speak for everybody, and I can certainly not speak for their process. I'm just simply saying that would be the best practices. If you see anything that is on your account that may not be authorized, something that you don't recognize, call them right away, okay? Make sure that you're protecting yourself. If you ever see anything like that, make sure to make that phone call. Very important stuff, because if you wait too long, it might be too late. They might just say, hey, sorry, this was months ago, you should have called us right away, something like that. So again, I can't speak to their process. I'm not going to sit here and speculate saying yes or no, they're going to refund money. I'm just simply saying, just protect yourself. Watch your account very closely. They do have an app for it as well. I know that most of you have that. Make sure to have that and just log in regularly, authenticate any purchases, any transactions going through your account, and just make sure it all looks good on a regular basis, and look for any suspicious activity or anything that may not be authorized by you, and then act on that right away if you can, okay? Just got to stay protected out there. There's a lot of people trying to take advantage of others. Not a cool situation that's going on right now, right? So anyway, long story short, yep, they are FDIC insured. You are protected there in the event of anything going on. Not saying something's going to happen to them. I'm just simply saying in the event something does, well, then you got that FDIC insurance. Unless you're sitting on millions, then you might not be totally protected. Not sure, right? But if you're sitting on millions in your if you're sitting on millions in your Direct Express account, I don't think you're probably watching this video. If you are, then that's awesome. Let's, maybe we could have like a little interview or something and be like, how'd you get that, right? It'd be pretty awesome. So anyways, don't think that's the case for most people. So anyway, hope this helps you. Again, enjoy your day. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Please leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If there's anything I can do for you or answer for you, again, let me know what I can do. Otherwise, share the video with your friends, family, social media, especially if you know anybody that is a Direct Express card holder. And of course, go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, 4,000 videos. Thanks again. Truly do appreciate your support. Just doing what I can to help you out right now. Have a good day and catch you again later.